Hi, my name is Chet and this is Cooking with Chet. And you know, it's getting to be a nice garden season, and I have some tomatoes and some zucchini planted, and I thought I'd go out yesterday and pick some zucchinis and do some a casserole that I like. But unfortunately, I don't have any growing. So I had to go to the store and pick these up. And by the way, I went to the International store on the corner of Kirtner and Bascom. They have some great produce there. In case you're in the area, you might want to check them out. So this recipe that I'm doing today is a zucchini casserole, and I'm using the green zucchini. I'm going to have some onions, some garlic, some fresh basil and parsley, a lot of nice cheese, and a couple of cans of either stewed tomatoes or diced tomatoes. So let me tell you a little bit about the zucchini. So my wife, this was one of her favorite dishes. So that's where it comes from in the family. So I'm gonna make it the way she made it. Everybody liked it. So I already got a lot of this cut up. The onions are done. The garlic is done. I have to do the basil and the parsley. So I'm finished cutting up the zucchini because I got most of it cut here. And I'm showing you this because this is about the size. It's good because when it cooks down, you don't want it to be, you don't want it to be a kind of a healthy piece of zucchini. I've got everything prepared here except the basil and the parsley. I'll get that in a minute. So right now I'm going to start with sauteing some onions. We'll get this going and have a nice pot here, good size one. I'm going to need it for the amount that I'm doing. So everything's going along really nice right now. My onions and garlic are sauteed just perfect. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the zucchini in here. The zucchini is going to have to cook for a little while, and when it gets completely done, it's got to steam and kind of stew a little while. And I'll be tossing this around and getting it done. Then I'll add the spices and the tomato, and then also the cheese for the very last thing. So we'll let this cook for a while, and I'll get back to you. Well, my zucchini are starting to soften up a little bit, so I'm going to start adding the tomatoes and some of the spices. So all of the flavors can start to blend together. I'm using about 2 cans of stewed tomatoes or diced tomatoes. You want to use the liquid and everything in it because you don't want this to be too dry or dry at all. Okay, so I'm going to let this set for a minute here, and I'm going to cut up my parsley and basil. Really smells good. And fresh parsley. Okay, just add that in there. I won't add my cheese right now because the cheese goes in at the very end. I'm going to blend this on. I'm going to add some little salt and pepper now. Got a little pepper here. And a little salt. This is a big casserole, so you want to keep all the flavors together and make sure you add enough so that they all blend well. Okay, I'm going to put this lid back on here and let this cook for, probably another 20 minutes. It won't be done completely, but when I get ready to eat it, I'll want it to cook a little longer, and I'm going to have to heat it up so it'll just finish cooking at that time. So maybe you can take a look at this as it's all put together. There we go. Coming along nicely. Okay, there's a little more cooking time, but I'm going to add my cheese now. This is a Pecorino Romano. I'm going to add the cheese in here, blend it in, and I want to cook it for a little longer. I'm going to try not to cook it completely because I'm going to have to warm this up, and I want it to cook a little bit more when I warm it up. But I'll let this blend in here for a few more minutes, and then we'll give it a taste test. Oh, by the way, you're probably wondering what this is going to be good for or with. And honestly, if you have a steak and you like it as a garnish, it's fine. It's good with chicken, and I've even eaten it with fish. So you won't have any problem finding something to eat it with, and I think you'll enjoy it. Okay, so it's taste time. So this is the finished product. You can't see it too well, but it's all blended together, all the taste. I'm going to give it a little taste, and delicious. What can I say? Okay. Right now I'd like to have a little toast to my friend Nicky. This is from his vineyard in up around California someplace. Salute to Nicky. Salute. Bye-bye. It's Wednesday night dinner at the Lazzarinos, and I had my zucchini casserole done, so we complimented it with chicken tonight. Salute and bon appetit.
Salute.